Hello loves, Crystal Moon here. Happy Scorpio new moon. We are officially going to be in our Scorpio new moon here, and probably a couple hours. For some of you, it'll be a few hours for me out in the Midwest. So I wanted to jump on really quick, post a video on what we can do for the Scorpio new moon. This is a huge manifestation new moon. So with the new moon, as I have spoken, we've talked about the full moon stuff before. So this new moon is all about setting intentions. It's all about leaving behind what we have, talked about letting go with this full moon. We've reached our abundance, now it's time to set some new goals. Now it's time to manifest. And tonight is all going to be about planting those seeds. So with that in mind, when you plant those seeds, you really want to pick a couple of things that you want to leave behind tonight. Something that you are over, whether it's self-doubt. The new moon is actually all about working with your shadow self and your shadow side, which, self-doubt, self-ridicule, limitless beliefs. There are a lot of things that you can work on tonight, incorporating in what you want to do with your new moon waters. So with the new moon tonight, we want to manifest. Scorpio is all about that. We've just celebrated Samhain, or Beltane, depending on your hemisphere. So the veil has thinned. We are, right there. We're still in that midst of, with that energy and that final harvest. So now it's time to maybe take some introspect, really look at ourselves, where we need to focus our growth. So what I want to do personally, you guys, you do what you want. I'm going to make this kind of a general spell with the moon water that you can do, and it's just really about manifesting the energy from the Scorpio dark moon. I remind you, this is a new moon, so there's going to be no moon tonight. This is all about intention. This is all about manifestation. This is about planting our seeds, literally. Something fun to do if you are if you've got that green thumb and you love houseplants, you've got a little bit of green witch to you. Transplant your plants today. This is a really good time because literally you're encouraging growth. You're pushing forward growth. So replant. I plan on doing that today if I have some time. I have a big event coming up this weekend here locally, one of the holistic fairs in town. So I'm just scrambling stupid here trying to get everything packed up and ready to go for this weekend. So I'm trying to incorporate some manifestation into my new moon tonight, just because I really am trying to get my website and products and services and everything out there and push it further than a couple of social media pages. And doing that is just putting myself out there, which, as most of you know, if you followed me, this is really hard. I'm such an introvert, and like 2 days of people of like 7-8 hours a day, this is going to be exhausting. It's going to be overwhelming and super exhausting. So if you happen to be in the Pueblo, Colorado area, and you want to stop by the holistic fair, please reach out to me. I'll give you the address, but it is in town at the what they call the Pueblo Convention Center. So come out and see us. I would love to meet some of the people and help in getting my name out there anyway. Okay, so enough self-promotion. Let's talk what we want to do with this new moon. So what I have picked, and I still have not done anything with my new moon bottle, which hopefully I've got to do some Cricut work today. I'm hoping I will be able to, at least put a decal or something on here to start customizing. So have your vessel, whatever you decide to use, whether it is a, fancy bottle or mason jar, doesn't matter. What I am going to do is basically amplify my new moon water, and then I'm going to use it every day as a hand wash, because just a splash of water, because this is just a daily reminder of me of putting the work in to get what I need done. Okay, so you can definitely do this, because like I said, it's planting seeds. You pick what you want to do, where the growth you need this next new moon, because this is a really, really creative moon. Create, create, create. So I feel this is the best way to use it every day, by doing like a morning hand wash. Keep it by your sink. It's really easy, not a problem. So I've picked my vessel. Now there are several oils, essential oils, that you can use for manifestation, for abundance, for prosperity, just getting out of that limitless belief. And so I picked wild orange and bergamot and of course frankincense. These are all really great at manifesting. So what I am going to do is fill my vessel up, and I'm not gonna fill it way up because it's got this long neck and I still have to put my oils on it. So I'll fill it up to maybe about probably about here, and then I will add probably 2 drops of each of the oils. You can use this brand if you're interested. Let me know. If not, with it being a simple hand wash, this should be, you should be able to use whatever oils you have available. But if not all of them, if you have just one, frankincense, bergamot, wild orange, peppermint works good. So if you have even some dried peppermint or peppermint leaves, if you don't have the essential oil, you can definitely do that. Lemongrass is another really good one. You could put that in your water too. So this we're going to put in the water. And since we're going to be amplifying that dark energy, that growth energy, I picked just a very simple clear quartz. And the clear quartz is going, if it was small enough, if you have one small enough, please put it in the water. You can definitely put it in the water. Mine, unfortunately, and I'm going to look, I'm pretty sure I have a smaller tumbled one. Just with this skinny neck, it's just not going to work. So be careful picking your vessels. I may change mine before. That's probably why I haven't decorated it yet, just because I may not use it, just because it's a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do instead is I am going to set my crystal on top of the bottle, my quartz crystal. So clear quartz is kind of a good rule of thumb. If it is a type of quartz, they're usually fine in water. Rose quartz, clear quartz. So you can put it in the water and be fine. I'm just going to set mine on top of this because I'm using this vessel and it's too small. So what you'll do is you'll set your crystal on top of your vessel, and that will amplify that new moon energy down into the water. And then on the bottom, this is where you're going to get fun. We're going to do the bay leaf, and you're going to write that goal, that manifestation that you want to have done. Write it in pencil or however you want. If they're crispy like this one, I would almost write it down first and then wet it, just because this is going to go under your vessel. So when you put this under your moon water, with mine being as small as it is, it could probably crunch it and break it in half. And I kind of don't want to do that, just because I want it to manifest all night in this moon. So I'm going to probably wet it just so it kind of forms to it. I'm just going to leave mine in the windowsill. You guys, you don't have to have it out in the weather. It's getting cold enough here. I don't want to freeze my stuff. So put it out in the windowsill, or just if you want to put it outside and risk it, go ahead. Under the porch works sometimes. Just because it's up against the house, it doesn't quite get as cold. So you could definitely do that. So tap water, distilled water, it's really, you don't have to be specific on and picky on what water you use. So I'm just going to use tap water. I'm going to, as I put these drops in, concentrate on my goals. Concentrate on what I want to do with this next moon cycle. And like I said, this is just for the next moon cycle. You don't have to do huge goals. You want attainable, realistic goals. So I'm going to do that. If I can fit a couple things on here, I may do 2, one on the top and one on the bottom, because you have 2 split halves here. So I may put 2 on there. If you have more than one, I wouldn't do maybe more than 2, just because you really should just be concentrating on 1 or 2 things anyway. You get too much in the mix in a month's time and you're not going to get all that stuff accomplished. So write your 2 things down. Prepare your water first. Concentrate on what you are planning on setting and planting your seeds with. Put your oil in it. I would add your crystal. If you can add your clear quartz crystal in there, I would add it then. And then place your leaf down, set your vessel on top of it, and basically you've got double the magnification. You've got the quartz crystal in the water that's going to be magnifying that energy, plus you have the water itself with it, which is a magnifier. We've all done the pencil test, stick a pencil in the water and see it shift over, just because water is magnifying anyway. So think about that when you place all this stuff together and leave it out. Leave it out in your windowsill overnight, or outside, wherever you plan on leaving it, and then the next day start using it in the morning, like a hand wash. Very, very simple. If you want to, I say do the hand wash because you initially are your magic, so you need to put in the work for it. I say do a hand wash because you need to remind yourself every day. This is what I set with this new moon, and it's very, very simple, and it's very, very easy. We all wash our hands in the morning before we leave for work, before we, as we're getting ready in the morning. Incorporate that in. If the bathroom sink is better, leave it in the bathroom sink, or at the bathroom sink. If the kitchen sink works better, however you need to do it. Just do that. I would do just a splash. Stretch it out as long as you can. If it makes it to the next new moon or the full moon, great. Then that's all you need, because by then you're going to be releasing some things and, ready to take a break, wind down, and then plant your next seeds with the next full moon. But hopefully this gives you something cool to do, something to kind of direct your energy towards, instead of just, charging. I know a lot of people that I talk to, they make their new moon water and then, or their full moon water, and then they don't know what to do with it. So hopefully this will help direct something that you can incorporate every new moon and remind yourself every day. I hope you guys have a fabulous Scorpio new moon, and we will talk to you soon.